Yes, people, and welcome back to Yorkshire Lad Talks Football, and welcome back to another video. It's a kind of Chelsea news video today, but in this video I'm going to identify 3 strikers who I think Chelsea should go for if the Erling Haaland and Romelu Lukaku deals fail to materialise. We know at the minute that Dortmund are refusing point blank to deal with Chelsea and let Erling Haaland go this summer, and we know Lukaku has apparently turned Chelsea down, but Chelsea will not give up on Romelu Lukaku. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we do get them deals done, but if not, these are the 3 targets I think we should go for. But before I tell you those 3 players, if you are new to the channel, please subscribe, drop a like and leave a comment telling me who you think Chelsea should sign if we fail to get the Lukaku or Haaland deals done. Now let's get straight into the first player, and that first player who I think Chelsea should target if the Lukaku and Haaland deals are not viable is Lautaro Martinez. Lautaro Martinez from Inter Milan. He's 23 years of age, 5'9". He doesn't exactly play like Lukaku and Haaland in the sense that he's a hold-up man, a big, powerful hold-up man, but he's a brilliant, brilliant striker. Scored 17 goals for the Serie A champions last season and formed a fantastic partnership with Romelu Lukaku under the guidance of Antonio Conte. Yeah, he had a fantastic season. He's very different in the way that he plays, as I've said. He's quite short, but he's a brilliant striker, and he's a striker I could certainly see Chelsea looking at if those deals couldn't materialise. He's 5'9", as I said, very quick. His movement is fantastic. His link-up play with Lukaku last year was unbelievable. He drops into them deeper positions, brings the defence out of position, and he's a nightmare for defenders. He's fast, his movement is precise, he knows when to move, make them runs, and he's clinical in front of goal, as the 17 goals in Serie A show. So Lautaro Martinez is a great option. And the reason I've mentioned him is because Inter Milan, there's an article that's come out saying Arsenal are interested in Lautaro Martinez. We thought they were interested in Tammy, but this has come to fruition now. They want Lautaro Martinez. And let's be honest, if Chelsea came in ahead of Arsenal, I'm sure he'd pick Chelsea. There's Champions League football on offer, and we are the champions of Europe. But it seems that Inter Milan are still in a bit of a financial struggle. They had to sell Hakimi, we knew that. But it also says that they need to make a net profit of 80 million euros this summer. So they do need to potentially balance the book out a bit by selling a couple of players. And it's still to be seen whether Inter Milan would accept an offer and get rid of Lautaro Martinez. But it's very interesting. Arsenal are said to be kind of working out a financial package at the minute for him, potentially throwing in Hector Bellerin. But yeah, if Chelsea came in and couldn't get the 2 players I've mentioned, Lautaro Martinez is certainly an option I'd keep an eye on. Great, great striker, and he's got a brilliant future, especially because he's 23-year-old. He's a goal scorer. He reminds me of Aguero in a way because of his size, his stature, the way he links up play. He holds up the ball really well for a 5'9" man. And yeah, I just think he's an all-round brilliant striker. So Lautaro Martinez is certainly one I will keep an eye on. On to the second target now, and it's probably not a name you're all aware of, but he's called Dusan Vlahovic. He plays for Fiorentina. He's Serbian, a 21-year-old lad, 6'2", so he's a big lad. He's kind of got the same resemblance as Erling Haaland and Romelu Lukaku, and in fact, very much similar because he's left-footed as well, so he's very much in their kind of mould. He scored 21 Serie A goals last season, which is phenomenal for a lad of his age, especially when it's kind of been his breakthrough season. Second only to Erling Haaland in under 22-year-olds scoring that amount of goals. So Erling Haaland is the only player under 22 or below who sits above him in goal-scoring terms in the top 5 European leagues. So what a stat that is. He's a brilliant player, left-footed, as I've said, like Lukaku and Haaland. 21 goals and 3 assists. So the numbers are there. The numbers are there. That's all you need to know. But you look at him from a stature point of view, yeah, you go, he's 6'2", and he's a big hold-up man. He's going to kind of do that aerial battling and hold up the ball with strength. But no, there's a lot more to his game than that. He's got such elegance on the ball. His left foot is just like it's like a dream. It's a beautiful left foot, like Haaland's and Lukaku's, and he's so clever, elegant with the ball. He can do a lot of things. He can hold up the ball, win the ball in the air, but he can go and dribble in runs for about 20 yards and then bang it in from the top corner. There's a goal he scored to get his hat-trick in a game this season, well, last season, and it was phenomenal. He picked up the ball from about 30 yards out, held it up, span his man with his left foot, drove about 15 yards, and then from the edge of the box, finessed it into the top corner. It was an absolute world-class finish. And this guy is someone I'd be very interested in The rumours are that Fiorentina might accept a bid of around 35, 36 million. And you know what? For a guy of his age and a guy scoring that many goals, I'd say it's a bargain. His hold-up play is brilliant, his movement's fantastic, and his finishing is very mature. It resembles someone who's been at the top of his game for a long, long time, like a Lewandowski kind of figure. He seems so composed in front of goal, and he's got such a variety of different finishes. There was another goal against Juventus last season where he dragged Bonucci and De Ligt away from him, kind of got them colliding into each other, went through, and Szczesny came out of the goal and he dinked it over him with ease. It was a brilliant finish. And yeah, he's certainly one I would look out for. 21 years of age, so he's only going to get better, and his stature and maturity, I know I've said he's quite mature now, but I think it could get even better, and the goal-scoring record will definitely improve in years to come. So Dusan Vlahovic is certainly someone I would like. He's not just a hold-up man. He's not just a hold-up man, as some might think. He's got a lot more to his game than that. On to target number 3, who I think Chelsea should go for if they can't get the Lukaku or Haaland deals done. And it is none other than Premier League striker Danny Ings. He's 29 years old. He scored 12 goals and got 4 assists last season. We do know he had a bit of an injury hit season last year, and I'm sure if the injury didn't come, he would have gone on to bag 20 goals, as he did in the previous season when he scored 22 league goals. Danny Ings is a good viable option. He's just recently refused a 4-year deal from Southampton, so he's gonna be able to leave on the cheap, I'd say, because he's got 1 year left on his deal. So Southampton will want to get a bit of money for him if they sell him this summer. It's just whether they can get a replacement in. But Danny Ings has made it clear that he wants to step up and test himself like he did at Liverpool again. I think it'd be a good kind of short-term deal if we were to bring him in. He's 29, he's injury-prone, so you don't know what you're going to get with him in that aspect. But you know, with Danny Ings, he's got that Premier League experience, and he'll probably bang in a few goals for you. He's very clinical. As I've said, he's got 1 year left on his deal, so Southampton risk losing him in January for a pre-contract agreement for absolutely nothing. So I think we could get Danny Ings for about 10, 15, 20 million, which would be a bargain. So don't get me wrong, the two options in front, Lautaro Martinez and Vlahovic, are more appealing because they're younger. They're more talented in the terms of I think they'll go on to do great things in their career. Danny Ings has done very well. He's been a consistent Premier League striker, and he knows the Premier League inside out. So Danny Ings will be a great short-term deal. If you brought him in for, let's say, 2 years, let's say he had a couple of injuries in that time as well. Maybe he bangs in 15 goals a season. That would be a good deal. And then you could look at someone like Erling Haaland or Vlahovic in the long term. Maybe bring Danny Ings in for just this season and target Erling Haaland when he has that 64 million release clause next season. So Danny Ings is my third option. And they're my 3 options. The 3 options I think Chelsea should target if Haaland and Lukaku deals are not viable. I hope you enjoyed the video, and leave a suggestion telling me any other kind of options you think Chelsea might be able to go for. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and up the Chels.